Hi everyone, this is Killshot99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live, the Cove. We got SLY, we got Arc, and we've got the best tactical, strategic PvPers in the world. I know, look, I know you guys love your first-person shooters. There's Fortnite, there's Call of Duty. I know you guys love your brain games, but Play Dead Live really is it's epic because you can strategize all week long. You plan, you gear, you gym, you glyph. And then you got to take it in turn-based combat. So it's just not how quick you can click a button. It is actually outsmarting the other team, knowing what the things do and being prepared for any and everything out there. Believe me, I know. I created it, and also I played every one of those games that I mentioned. I've gamed for 20-plus years from start to finish, so we're going to continue to add more and more and more to tactical and strategic gameplay. So looking forward to having a great time tonight. With that being said, we got two fantastic teams. You know them. We got new players tonight. So the new players, let's take a quick look at the standings. If you're curious who's been winning lately, here it is. We had a big battle on Monday night. And on Monday night, we had Mir and Vox slugging it out. Vox had that big tie in game number 1. And they went into Mir, and Mir played a pretty complete game, I have to tell you guys. One of the better games we've seen Mir play. Mir jumped up to second place, and it basically means tonight's game is for first place. SLY is 1-0. If SLY wins, they go to 2-0. They will hold the advantage. If Arc wins, Arc is 0-1. Arc would actually go to 1-0-1 if Arc wins tonight, and they would be the only undefeated team. So you guys can see the stakes are really high. So am I coming through? Can you guys hear me okay? I am so jacked up on Red Bull right now. I'm ready to get this thing rolling. We got a great bundle. What I think is I think it's the best pet in the game. And I'm going to tell you guys, it is tonight only. After we roll out Stasis, you will never see it again. So if you plan on getting this pet, you get it tonight because it's gone. And you'll see why. So before we get into that, I do have to make a very special announcement because we do have some other pets tonight too. A lot of these items are by request. So we've got some things coming back that were by request. So I think you guys are going to enjoy that. And let me show you. I know some people, maybe they don't appreciate second place, the silver medal, and whoever finishes second in the finals. In Play Dead Live, it's a little different because whether you finish first, second, third, it's always that battle just to kind of get there because you got this long season and you guys do it well. So I want to acknowledge our second place finishing team. This is Arc. Arc had an incredible season. They were in first place for a while. For at least half the season, they were in first place. They got home field advantage. They won their first game, and they had a really good battle with Mir in the finals. So you guys can give a little love to the Arc Sparks because they're getting something pretty special tonight too. You can see them up there. And that, when the arcade is finalized, that trophy will go in there. That is a hard-earned trophy. I know everybody wants first, but there's a couple teams out there that would have loved to have second. So enjoy this. And we got a brand new item. Only Arc is getting this tonight. Now, you guys will get a chance to get it next week. But Arc, there's a brand new smoke out there that is just for you guys. And each one of the folks in Arc will get 2 of these. So you're getting 2 of them for free tonight. It is called the Archon Smoke. Now, what the Archon Smoke does, I want you to think Blue Spark. No, not Blue Spark. I want you to think Arc Spark. Arc Spark gives you that damage for yourself and gives you that damage to a pet. Well, what the Archon Smoke does is it gives you an Enrage for yourself and an Enrage for your pet. So you might see it tonight. They can certainly use it tonight. But if they drop that smoke, it's going to be stronger than a Blue Spark. But again, we know that smokes can be neutralized in different ways. So that is the Archon Smoke. So SLY, you better watch out because they're the second place team and they're the first people that get to test this out. That's right. Ray's like, what? Well, you should have finished second place, Ray, and that would have been you. Ray's got that look like, well, wait a minute. Why do they get it and we don't? Because you didn't finish in second place. That's why. You better finish in first or second this season if you want to go to the next PvP and get bonuses on bonus night. So we'll see how it works out. You guys got to see Mir use the grenades the other night. You might, maybe they use it, maybe they don't. It's going to be situational. So that's going to be good stuff. All right, let me jump into the bonus and the bundle and the bonus, because this is going to be a one of a kind. I know you've heard some good gear items, but wow, oh wow. You're probably scrolling this really quick. So you guys do me a favor. What's your first response to this? When you first see it, is there anything that your eyes go immediately to? I'm just kind of curious, because everybody's kind of got their wish list. But anything, because I'm going to give you some quantities that are pretty cool too. Do you see Diddy? Do you see Tang? And do you see Stasis all in the bonus tonight? What the heck? But hold on. Those of you that already have Tang, I'm going to blow you away. So don't think that these are just repeat pets, because they're not. Let me start out. I'll give you the whole ordeal. So first of all, I'm going to hook you up with silver, like super silver. Let's start out with one Burley. What? I'm only giving you one? Yeah. How about 2 BSCs? It's getting better, right? How about 3 Enraged 3s? How about 4 Fury 4s? And 5 post-battle pet revives? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's jump over to the Borafine and Carbitanium, 2 and 2, and max wax, all your waxes there. I'm going to give you one of each of the waxes. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double up on the tapes, single on the wax. Let's jump down to this red bundle. This red bundle is crazy, crazy good. You're going to start out with the Bio Red. That's the best PvP gem in the game. And yes, you guys saw Mir get them the other night. You guys are getting them tonight. You get a chance to use the Mir Marauders. They're M80. You put 5 loaders on those, they're M90. They're 1 tier below the Freedom Bombs. So crazy good. 2 of those in the red bundle. We got the Glyph of Steam. And you know what's also cool? If you guys win the Cove, that grenade is going to be your grenade next season. You'll get the specialty grenade. They all have M's on them because all the championships have been Mir. We got Glyph of Steam. We got Stone Ruby. Stone Ruby, best PvE gem in the game. Then we got Max Torment by request. Red skin. Red pet skins. We've got 2 Neon Gels. Bio base. People are loving the base increase. They love the bio base +3. Mag 7. And I had several people this week turn in. Craven Light and Moonshot both turned in their 3rd tier of torsos. You got the Onyx, which is 10. Then you got 15 Onyx and 15 Pearl. Then you got 20 Onyx, Pearl, Sapphire. Then you got 25 Onyx, Pearl, Sapphire, Teal. You get the idea. So Craven and Moon both upgraded. Several other players upgraded as well. I just thought that was kind of cool that the exact same weekend they both hit at the same time. We've got Gold Bundle, Glyph of Fog, Bio Blue, Stone Sapphire. A few extra bonus skins in here. You got gold skins. There's your teal torso we talked about. Got people working on that 4th tier. They need it. How about Onyx skins, best weapon skins in the game, Max Titan, Stellar skins, and Bionic Torso Scarlet. And you know what? Before I get too far, I do have, Valar, I got to read it right. Right after I get the Max Titan, I got to read Valar says, hello, 999 Army Kills, great mods, channel members, PDL players, sponsors, bundle buyers, box lovers, burn coin lovers. And don't forget, before I get to the next bundle, we've got a great Friday night plan for you guys. And we got another mind-blowing box event coming up this Sunday. I would get with Kel. that could be a very limited box event. We might have a shorter box event, so I expect they're going to sell out. If you're going to reserve a box, get it with her. You guys know the impact of those cosmic weapons. We're going to have neon rifles. We got a couple people close on getting the first ever medley bow. So we might have a cosmic bow in the very near future. Those are only in the box events. So if you guys want to participate, I would message Kel, get your box number reserved. If you have multiple boxes, you need to get those reserved as soon as possible because we will be coming up with what the cap's going to be. Probably somewhere between 12 and 16 is going to be the box event cap. So just a FYI, that will be Sunday afternoon. All right, let's jump over to the bonus in between the gold and green. Double razor runes. And then you got it. Look at the screen. Wolfram ammo ×2. Glyph of Gore. Lunacy. Brawn. Bioglyph. Bioscope. You're going to see more bio items this week because you guys are going to be going in Sarah City and you're going to be dealing with Bazar a little bit. So stay tuned. There's going to be some more bio stuff. We also got Bionic Torso Bronze. By request, if you missed out last month when this rolled out, here is a chance for you to get yourself an Ellie. If we have new players, you might want to pick these out for some new players that are that don't have some of these items that go back a little bit. So there's Ellie, Energy Orb, and that's right. Tonight, and only tonight, you will not see Stasis again because it is that good, and I'm sorry if you miss it, but that's the way it goes. This is a once-in-a-game type of pet. All right, so we've got Gold Summon skins, Mythic skins, Onslaught skins because the Onslaught pet, and that's right, those of you that missed Diddy is back. You guys know how good Diddy is for PvP, for Clash. Really is one of the staple pets out there. It is like a really, really strong red Aster. It does a little bit more. So Diddy is in tonight's bundle. Now, that is a complete bonus, and that was by request from some players who missed out on it, Warlord. So that doesn't count against the normal stuff that you guys are getting. It's totally free. Now check out these last two because I'm very sensitive to those of you that might have multiple copies of it because you look at this and you may say, all right, Stasis is new, but dude, I already got Tang and I do have Diddy. That's why I said Diddy's completely new. But if you don't have Tang, you get your first Tang tonight. How many people out there already have Tang? If you already have Tang, and this is not your first one, give me 999. I need to see who's already rocking it. Because those of you need to pay close attention because Tang is a 25 bonus point pet. So, much like we did with Kit. Remember what we did with Kit? 2 Warlord kits made an Onslaught Kazi. Well, how about 2 Warlord Tangs make a Onslaught Stang, Stang, and it is going to be 35 bonus points. So if you're getting your first Tang tonight, you still can put Tang on the boss and you get 25 points. If you have 2 Tangs, you can make a Stang, and Stang will be 35. So there you go. I'm giving you guys an upgrade. And now for the headliner, the showstopper, the Tower of Power, the pet of the hour. I've been hyping this bad boy up. And the reason I like it is because, well, first of all, Stasis items in games are, well, they're pretty annoying sometimes. I mean, I got to be honest. And those of you that have probably played Magic the Gathering and played other games, you know Stasis can be a real problem. Well, this pet is going to be a real problem. It's not going to be played tonight because I'm going to give you guys the weekend to think about it. Stasis is like a hot potato. So let's just say I'm going first and Craven is my opponent on the other team. When I play my Stasis pet, I'm giving it to him. And you know what it does? Nothing. It sits there. But guess what he can't do? He can't play a pet until he gets rid of it because it's his pet. He can't attack with anything. It basically just sits there. So he's got to kill it before he plays his own pet. So if he kills it, what does he miss out on? He misses out on an attack phase. So, you see, if I want to lock him down and keep him from doing some things, I can play stasis on him, and he's basically locked down with my pet. Just going to sit there and look at you. And if I bump it up and I make it red or gold, what's going to hit you? And then it's going to sit there. It is going to go over and slap Craven, and it's going to say, all right, I'm your pet now. And now he's like, okay, well, I got to kill this thing so I can play my boss next turn. Oh, wait, I can't play boss in round number 1 because I got this pet? Okay, all right, I'll kill this pet, and then I'll play boss. So I still can play my pet, but now I can't attack anything. Can you play a pet on your next turn or not? If you kill stasis that turn, you can play a pet that turn. Yes. But you have to kill it. You see, that's the thing. So at a minimum, you're going to lose an attack. Stasis is going to be a crazy pet. It's not going to be a lot of back and forth like you think. I think a lot of you guys think like, okay, you play stasis. Okay, play stasis on him. Okay. It's going to be one of those that goes under the radar, and then somebody's getting ready to play it. You know somebody's going to play Rod in like round 3, and you're like, nope. Or you know somebody's going to play Nolan. Nope. You're going to find ways to lock them down. And there's a lot of times that you guys don't have pets out there. So stasis is going to change that. I would absolutely, this would be one of my favorite pets because I love the versatility. So that, everybody, is tonight's ridiculous bundle. It's been a while since we've had Stasis, Tang, Diddy, Ellie, 4 pets, 4 ridiculously good pets in tonight's bundle. Kel, let me see who all has tonight's bundle. And again, after tonight, Stasis will be retired. You're not going to see him again. So hopefully you guys get it. Hopefully you get it figured out. So if we have 15 bundles, there will only ever be 15 Stasis. If we have 10, there will be 10. If we have 20, there will be 20. When we roll out the portal, he will not be reintroduced in the portal. So if we start getting some legacy gamers, it is going to be like the Iris Ring of pets, except there'll be more than one. All right, Kel, we see Crimson. We see Pope Alexander, Cravenlight, Dow, Will, all about those pets. Jim, Bones, Jules, Dimes, Valar, Tiny, Cat, B-Dub, Trigger, Flyrod, Ron, Julie J, all about those pets, all about Tang, Diddy, and Stasis, Mist, Football, and Kel. And that, everybody, that's ridiculous. That's up there in some of our best bundles we've ever had. So you're certainly going to be in the elite few. All right, so let's get into what we came here to see tonight. Real quick reminder, I'm going to give you guys the lineups. I'll tell you who's in, I'll tell you who's out. We are going to push the tempo tonight, much like we did the other night. We're starting in a couple of minutes. It's going to be a fast-moving match. I'm going to ask captains. I need to see hits or wait as quick as possible. Challenges need to be official. I will be pushing the tempo, so be ready to go. I know typically you guys like to talk about your moves a little bit. That's still going to happen, but you guys saw Monday night how quick and efficient. We're going to shoot for 11:30 tonight. We're going to go really, really quick, so you guys buckle up your seatbelts. If you guys are ready to get this thing going, I need pre-match buffs from Craven, Will, Ray, Tiny, Julia, Valar, Skylight, Dow, Animal, Crimson, Dimes, Jim, Sheila, Busy, and Pope. Alexander. Amy will not be in the match today. SLY is going with 7. So you guys have heard the lineup, so you know who is there, who's not going to be there. Valar has chosen to close the portal with Void. So the portal will be off limits tonight. And Mantis will be in play. And Mantis will be adding a damage buff to Team SLY. So I see Jules. I see Craven Light. Dow, pay close attention to the items. Pay close attention to the type of tapes people are using. You guys see Skylight. You see Busy Bee. You see who has Burley. You see who has tapes. Pay close attention. Crimson Tide, Gemstone, Dow. It's got Pope Alexander's buffs as well. Craven Light will be typing Tiny's first move tonight because Dimes is still traveling from a meet as well. So I don't know if I'll give you guys Tiny. Tiny has Boro, Eli, and BSC. Tiny has I'll tell you guys in a second. Tiny has Eli on the Cosmic Heart. Oh, you typed him already? Oh, there he is. Sorry. Okay, it's up top. Craven Light typed those first, so you guys can check it out. Okay, here we go, everybody. Tonight's starting lineup. Look at this. I mean, look at what we got going on. Here we are in the Cove, everybody. Leading off for Team Arc, the home team. Big battle tonight. They have chosen BossNet, and they are going first. We got making her debut, coming from a PvP family. That's right, the mini assassin, Skylight, is going to be starting out in the tank position going first. Then we kick it over to Skylight. You got your work cut out because you're face-to-face with Tiny, who has actually been Tank of the Year. Tiny going first for Team SLY. Let's kick it back over to a very strong player. We've got Valar in the bomber position. How about some votes for Valar this year for Bomber of the Year, maybe? She's been holding down that position. Then we kick it over to Craven Light, going second for SLY. Craven Light, ton of awards, all the way from Rookie of the Year. Got some MVP votes last year. Will he get over the hurdle this year? We'll find out. Then we go over to the most deadly person in the game, the assassin Julia Muse, followed by a veteran, Will the Bill. Been here since day number 1, going number 3 for SLY. Finishing it out, we've got Dow in the DZ, and Dow trying to put a dent in the armor of the defending Defender of the Year. That's right, even though he's a Lakers fan, and even though they cheat, and even though they sign all the players, and even though they do super teams, and they don't do it the way that old teams used to do it, we still love Ocean Man. He is a tank. He changed classes as many times as LeBron James has changed basketball teams. But we don't hold anything against him. Ocean Man finishing it out in the DZ position. Let's kick it off to Skylight. Skylight, we'll give you 15 seconds to get your first move in. Good luck to both teams. Have a good time. We're going to push this pace, so be ready to go. All right, Skylight going boss to Main Street. No wasted time at all. And be careful. Sometimes new players are in very good floater gear. You'll find out whether they are, whether they aren't after your first couple attacks. She's also going to play Seal Smoke. Boss to Main Street. Seal Smoke. She's moving to the temple and going Plum Arrow to Tiny. Plum Arrow cannot reach Tiny. Hold up, Craven Light. You've got no range from the temple. To the tank position. So, Skylar, you can play shot. You can play that shot to Craven. You can play that shot to Will, but no range on the tank position from the temple. All right, Craven, going to you for Plum Arrow. You still want to use it? All right, we're still going to use it. So they're like, you're not stealing any of our stuff in round number 1. Gold Psycho. And Skylight, no absorption. She's new. So she is taking the first turn damage. Going to drop her from 100% down to 80% because of the Gold Psycho, because the extra bonus is on there. All right, Craven, let's go over to Tiny. Round number 1 for Tiny the Tank. What do you guys think? I think it's a pretty solid move for Skylight right out of the gates. Boss to Main Street. Moving to the temple. Boss dropping a little Seal Smoke. We go Tiny, and then we go back to Valar. All right, Tiny is going to use his legendary on Julia. Julia, no Mask of Malice for you for 2 turns. You can use other legendaries, of course, if you choose to, but your Mask of Malice will be out of play till at least round 3. He's going to send Red Shimmer over to Julia. And he's going to drop a seal. And F4 Sega Vega to Julia. It's going to hit. Now, Red Shimmer will deal very little damage because she has absorption. Absorption is not a pet repel or yes, we'll get the seal in the right place. The Red Shimmer is still going to hit her, but it's going to do minor damage. So basically, it's going to break that absorption, and it's going to carry over a little bit more damage. But then he goes F4 Sega Vega to Julia, and her absorption's already gone, so that means she's taken a little bit more from the F4 Sega Vega. We know the gear stats. 1 hits pretty hard, 1, but he's going straight damage. We're going to take Julia from 100% after the absorptions broke. 96. From 96, the shot is going to hit Julia and take her down to 80%. So early damage there from Craven Light. Putting the heat on early. All right, let's go from Tiny. Let's go from Tiny to Valar. So Tiny activates the heart, taking away Julia's Mask of Mallets. Red, Shimmer. And Tiny, you do still have a pet out. So Shimmer is in play. And Julia, you will take escalating damage as long as you have Shimmer. Valar's going to go Boss to their chest. Going to drop Pet Repel. Going to steal Craven's Boss. Craven's Boss is out of play. Going to go Max Spark to Craven. And Valar, you either have to pull the Pet Repel or the Spark. Can't play both. You've got a Boss, a Repel, an Activation, and you can play an attack, but you can't play the Repel and the Spark both. That would give you 5 moves. No Spark. So Craven, you are not max sparked. Let's go ahead and see what the E3 Freedom is going to do. Craven wants to see the wall damage to start out. So E3 Freedom. Always the first couple block moves are big to chart. She's got BSC and a E3 Freedom. It's going to give her 3 full blocks. She's a gladiator, she's BSC, and she's using second strongest grenade in the game with the E3 with it. All right, let's go from Valar to Craven Light. Craven Light, you got no boss. But let's see what he has in store. Am I the only one that thinks Craven Light might be a little angry tonight that he can't go into the portal? I think he's got some trickery planned. Woo! All right. Craven sliding over into grenade range, which is about here. Going to play a seal. And he's going to play Smokey. And Smokey is going to steal her Unholy Smoke. So, Julia, you're going to be hit by Smokey. When he hits, let me know if either of those hit or you're stopping them. Team Arc, I need you guys to be a little quicker on the draw. Let me know if they hit or not. All right, he's a D20. Going to steal Julia's Unholy. So you're going to take Julia from 80, not huge damage, 80 down to 73. Julia is silenced from the QWERTY grenade. So Julia's Unholy Smoke has been stolen for the game. She can't use it. She's silenced, and Julia, it's your move. So no legendaries, no pet summons. And you're dealing with Shimmer. Craven going early lockdown. Craven is also a Warlord, so of course he gets the Warlord bonus on his pet attacks. All right. Julia's going to move to the temple. She can. No penalty for that. Not bad. She's going to play Heal and Seal. You know what? Craven brought the heat. I don't know if he was expecting defensive mode assassin. Absorption potion, Heal and Seal smoke, and Orange Crush for Shimmer. So Craven brought the damage, and Julia said, I'm just going to absorb. Interesting to see how that plays out. Julia's going to heal up to 83. She's got a seal, and she got extra layer protection as well that now you have to break through. All right, let's go over to Will. Will, you're up. All right, so Will's going to move to the temple. So first and foremost, the temple is on lockdown. There's 2 ARC players there. Now, Will can move to the foot of the temple, but he cannot get any temple points until one of those 2 are moved out. So Will turning into a tank. He's going to send Boss to their chest. So Boss is going to get called in the Boss net. So it's there, but it would cap on round number 4. And Will is also going to, he's going to do a little damage. How about E3 Freedom to the wall? Team ARC, again, teams, do me a favor. When you guys see it typed, I need a captain designating, or I'm going to start just saying they hit. It hits. All right, E3 Freedom to the wall. Will with the BSC. Now, Will does not have the gladiator effect that Valar had. So it's a little less than what Valar just dealt. Will gets black. Will gets green. And Will, you get 75% green. So there's 25 green left. Nonetheless, it's close. Dow, you're up. Final turn of round number 1. We got Dow, and then we got Ocean Man. All right, Dow is going to drop Pet Repel. Going to go Grizz to Will. And, oh boy, he's... Now, I do have to tell you guys, first of all, Craven, the red Grizz is going to hit first. All right. So does the red Grizz hit? Yes or no? All right. That's important because Dow's attack is going to fizzle. The red Grizz is going to hit Will because he's in range. Grizz is going to knock Dow or Will down to the coast. After the Grizz hits, he's out of range. Dow gets no shot. His shot will basically fizzle, which means he doesn't use it, but he can't re-up his attack. So Dow, you basically go to shoot it, you have no target. So it does not count against your dual gels that you can use, but yet you can't hit him and you can't remove it. You can delete the Psycho. Will taking damage from red Grizz. The red and the Grizz going to take Will down to 86%, and he's down at the bottom of the map. Ocean Man, you're up. Final move of round number 1, everybody. Now, if that would not have been a Grizz, if that would have been a standard pet, the pet would have hit, and then Dow still would have gotten the target. But it happened to be a launch pet. And the pet does resolve before the attack. Make sense, Dow? Can't shoot what's not there. All right, let's get Ocean Man's first move, and then we're going to go back to Skylight for her second move. Give Ocean Man about 10 seconds. All right, we got Ray. Ray is going to go boss to their chest. So they're stacking the opposing team's chest. Now, Ocean Man would cap earlier. And that would be in round number 3, which would negate the other one. Jim's super fast on this one. Thank you, Jim. Ocean Man also dropping a seal from the DZ. And after the seal, he's going to go Wolf Ram to Valar, and it does hit. So Ocean Man going to be rocking some nice AP here with the Wolf Ram. Valar mitigating 45. Ocean Man 95. How about taking Valar's base down? Actually down 60. Taking Valar from 430 base down to 370. Valar down to 370. Let's go over to Skylight. Skylight, your second move. Round number 2, everybody. Keep the pace going. Appreciate you guys picking it up. Get those hits, get those weight in a little bit quicker. I'm going to push even faster this round to get through this round super, super fast. Skylight, and then we go back to Tiny. Tiny has no pet out right now because Shimmer was killed, so he's free to use whatever he wants. We got 4 total bosses out there. None have been hit. Skylight's boss is on Main Street. Valar's boss, opposing team's flag. Will and Ray, double stacking bosses. Try to make up a little bit of ground. All right, she's going to play Pet Repel. Also going to play Absorption. And by the way, Team Mark did get a blessing in round number 1. Pet Repel Absorption, Magic Mike to their wall. Magic Mike basically rebuilds the wall that's already there. So no new walls are put back. There was no juice on it. So that green block that's up there that was 25%, now it's a full green block. All right, after Skylight, let's go to Tiny. Tiny, you're up. You guys have to admit, the mom-daughter thing in the temple is pretty freaking cool, right? If only we could get Dow and Alex, or Football Master and Dimes. All right, we got Tiny. Oh, boy. Tiny is like, enough of the mother-daughter stuff. How about some Gold Icky? Here we go. All right. Let's resolve Gold Icky first and foremost, and that's going to hit across the board. So starting out with Skylight. Skylight, Gold Icky will first and foremost check your Pet Repel. So your Pet Repel's gone. Your Absorption stays. Absorption is damage. Repels will trump that. So we've got, after Skylight, we go to Valar. Valar's got a Pet Repel. It's gone. Then we go to the Assassin. The Assassin, Julia, Icky will hit your Absorption. So it looks to deal damage once it gets past the first Pet Repel. It does. And if we can get, oh man, we got, eventually I'll get you guys to the Absorption gem. Wow, that's a lot of halos up there. There we go. All right, just to get your Absorption gem gone. And then Dow, you're going to lose your Pet Repel as well. All right, Gold Icky is gone. She's going to Gold Spark Julia. So Julia, you do still get the Gold Spark even though you're sealed. And Vile Smoke to Julia. Julia, now you are no longer sealed. So no damage from the Vile Smoke. And an E3 Freedom to the wall does hit. We'll move Tiny up just a little bit. Tiny is now in range of not just the wall. And the E3 Freedom does hit. So we're going to give him that green block back that they lost. And we're going to give him half a blue block. So that's 50 blue. All right, let's go to Valar. Valar, you're up. Leave it to Tammy to give me a Skylight's going to Phantom Cape the Vile Smoke. All right. Vile Smoke does not resolve. Julia gets her seal back. All right. You guys saw that? Phantom Cape did stop the Vile Smoke. Tiny. Valar's going to go Seal and Heal. Purple Spark over to Craven and F4 Freedom to the wall. Team SLY. Purple Spark and Freedom. All right, the grenade hits. We're going to go ahead and resolve that, and then he'll let me know about the purple spark. So Valar going a little bit of extra juice on the freedom. Blue block. And another blue block. Double blue for Valar. And Tiny is going to tank page 1 the purple. They do not want a crazy cosmic player. So tank page 1, no purple spark. All right, let's go to Craven Light. She got the seal and heal. Seal and heal, giving her some base back. Takes her back up to 390 base. Good grenade damage. All around good attack. Let's go to Craven Light. All right. Team Arc, you've got Craven Light, activate guard, going to send Red Paw, Mythic Spike, and Vile Smoke. All to Julia. All right. They hit. And Julia eclipses. So they let them all go through Craven Light. And she doesn't have the mask. But I think she just went by Felicia. One second, though. 1 second. One thing that I want to check, because I don't think, and Dow, correct me if I'm wrong on this, I don't think Eclipse is a blink. I think Eclipse has to be on another target. Am I correct? So there is no eclipse. You cannot self-eclipse. So I'm going to go back. Do all of these attacks, now that you know you can't eclipse, do they hit or do they not hit? Because I need to get to damage resolution. Hi, Felicia. You ain't disappearing. All right. Now they know that the eclipse can't save her. All right. I ring on the mythic pet. Fair enough. All right. So first things first. Red Paw. Red Paw breaking her seal. Julia was at 83. Red Paw's going to take her down to 78. Vile Smoke is going to hit. Vile Smoke, Craven is going to take her down to 68. The Mythic Pet was going to do some major stuff. So Julia's using the eye ring. Now what that means is she's out of legendaries the rest of the game. No mask, no eclipse, nothing. Julia, legendaries are off the list for you. Let's go to Julia. So I see Craven Light really putting some lockdown stuff in play. So maybe he still got what he wanted. All right. Joey's going to play Tang to Skylight's Boss. Pet Repel. And Ballistic Wolfram to Craven. Going to break his seal. $177 is getting through. He has 57 mitigation. Craven, you're taking 120. Going to take you from 377 base down to 257. Guys can see the importance pumping those stats. All right, so Tang the Skylight's Boss, Pet Repel, and then Craven taking 120 after mitigation. All right, after Julia, let's go over to Will. We got Will, we got Dow, and we got Ocean Man. I'm going to pick up the pace just a little bit, everybody. We got 3 more turns before we get into subs. So let's keep it rolling. Will, Dow, and Ocean Man, have your moves ready to go. If you're just tuning in, Arc with a slight wall lead. Looking to take a 1 flag lead as well. Arc with a slight lead early on. A lot of action yet to go. All right, Will is going to throw a max seal over to Craven. Going to move up range of the wall. And he's going to go F4, M80. M80 is going to hit. Slightly less than the Freedom. Nonetheless, it's a 50% blue. Will taken down. Blue block, 50%. Also taken around. Taking down the next blue block. We are exactly tied on wall damage. Both teams, those are full blue blocks. After Will, let's go to Dow. Dow, your move. No range on Craven Light. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. Bomber to bomber. You do have range on Craven Light because you would have range on the Rover. So you're good. Ray could hit the tank or the bomber. You can hit the bomber or the rover, and he's slightly closer than the rover. So yes, you do have range on him. You don't have range on Will or Tiny. All right, he's going to throw a Max Seal over to Julia. Red Maverick to Craven. And he's going to go double silver from the Cosmic Craven. Red Psycho. All right, so the Red Maverick is going to take down his seal. Also going to hit him for a little bit, not much. Craven's going to take you down from 92 from 100. And Dow, that's his one shot. So he was loading it up. So he gets one shot with double gels, and that was it. And Craven's going Red Psycho to stop the shot. And that Red Psycho damage is going to be kicked back to Dow, taking him down to 90%. All right, after Dow, Ocean Man. Final move of round number 2. We've got Skylight is at 80. Valar at 390 of her base. Julia at 68. Dow at 90. Craven at 92 and 257. Will at 86. A lot of damage. Not a lot of finishing the job, but a lot of split damage. Pretty solid gameplay so far by both teams. No big surprises, no crazy moves yet. Looks like the teams are just kind of feeling each other out a little bit, seeing how they're going to play. All right, give Ocean Man about 5 seconds, get his move in. I think Ray might be lagging a little bit, guys. Double check it. There he is. All right, he's releasing his boat. He might have been looking for the emoji. All right, Ray is a tank. So remember, tank's going to take 2 turns to get there. He's certainly going for Skipper of the Year award, though, I can tell you that. Here we go. We had it right the first time. All right. Ocean Man releasing the boat. It'll hit next turn. And it is double health, by the way. All right. After Ocean Man, let's get subs. So, Jules or Jim, whoever's doing the subs, give me your substitutes. And Dimes, give me your substitutes. Let me know who's coming in. At the end of that round, we get one more blessing for Team Arc, and they actually have the temple on lockdown. It did go the other way. You need to refresh, Craven Light. I think your screen's backwards. All right, we got Alex in for Skylight. Alex coming in the tank position. Skylight making her debut. Pretty solid, I'd say. Maybe some votes for Rookie of the Year. Never know. Busy Bee coming in the bomber position. We got 2 bombers over here on Lonely Island. Dimes coming in for Tiny. And Crimson coming in as an extra rover. I heard Crimson Tide would be up for that Rookie of the Year award too. So I know Pope getting some gameplay. I know Skylight. But Crimson Tide has been rising through the ranks lately. All right, let me get the brand new lineup for everybody. So we got Pope Alexander is going to be first. Then we got Dimes. Then we got Villar. Then Craven. Then Julia. Then Will. Then Dow. Then Ocean Man. Then Busy. Then Crimson. Again, Alex, Dimes, Villar, Craven, Julia, Will, Dow, Ray, Busy, and Crimson. Pope Alexander, go ahead and start us out. At the start of your turn, look at that. Skylight getting the first points of the game, getting her first career points. And also, they got a bonus tang in there as well. So an extra 25 points. Let's go ahead and update the scorecard up at the top. Arc 1 flag, SLY 0 flags. All right. The Pope is going to move up to the temple. Trying to keep that temple on lockdown tonight. Going to send Boss to Main Street. Oh, wow. Did he just go M7? That's an M7 Magic Mike. That is not to be toyed with. I don't know if we've seen an M7 Magic Mike, have we? That might be the first one. All right, M7 Magic Mike. Blue block. And 25% of the next blue block. Puts a complete wall back. And there's 25 blue left for Team SLY. Pope going up and doing some things. Moving to the temple, boss to main, straight, and M7 Magic Mike after Pope. Deadly Dimes, your first move of the night. We're in round 3, everybody. Keep the pace. Good stuff going so far. We got Dimes. After Dimes, we go to Villar. After Villar, we go to Craven. The rookies are coming in, making an impact. Skylight, strong play. Subbing out. Dime says it is time to challenge Main Street. Oh boy. Now we got some action. Dime's going to Main Street, and her boss, same thing, would cap on round 5. Playing a Seal and Thrill. And a F4 red gel. From Fuse, by the way. Dow's going to evoke it. All right. Remember, evoke prevents half. And the other half does hit after the evoke. Dow using 1 charge of evoke. ATM's boss with an F4 upgraded Fuse from Deadly Dimes. Well, now that it hits, I won't tell you her damage, but I will tell you she does have the highest damage in the game. And you'll find that out now. Alex Boss, even with a half damage, takes him down to 60%. 40% is the half damage from the Fuse. Deadly Dimes don't play. All right, let's go to Villar. Villar, it's your move. So we got Alex's boss at 60%. Villar, at the start of your move, your boss is going to cap as well. So Villar getting a second flag for Team Arc. Now I'm going to say, when that Fuse hits, a lot of people just said, damn. All right, Red Benny to Dimes' boss. Going to play a Heal and Thrill. Villar, you got all your base back. You're good. And F5 Freedom loaded to the wall. It hits. Craven Light says it's good. This one hits a little harder. Hardest grenade of the game so far, F5 Freedom. Blue block, red block. Villar taking down a blue and a red. Combo shot. All right, after Villar, she gets Red Benny. Red Benny goes to Dimes' boss. And Red Benny takes Dimes' boss down to 85%. and it'll stay there. All right, after Villar, let's go to Craven. After Craven, we go to Julia. After Julia, we go to Will. Then Dow. Then the Skipper. Busy. And then Crimson. Craven is stealing radar. No radar for you, Julia. I think Craven's like in Julia's mind tonight. He's like, let me take her mask. Let me take her ceiling pet. He's going to summon Red Benny to Pope's pet. And E3 Freedom loaded to the wall. All right, Pope's pet, Red Benny, taking him down 240. And E3 Freedom loaded. This time Craven gets his double blue. All right, still in Julia's radar. Red Benny hitting Pope's boss and E3 Freedom. Good stuff, everybody. Good gameplay tonight. Let's go over to Julia. Julia, you are no longer Mini Julia. The Vile Smoke does break your seal. All right. They took Julia's radar, but she's going to play boss to their flag. Well played. Boss to their flag, dust to the bomber, M7, Wrath, Red Gel to Tammy's boss. And currently there is no bomber in the bomber area. But there is dust there. So boss to their flag, dust to the bomber, M7, strongest potion in the game. And Ocean Man is going to use his first charge of Evoke. So let's see how hard Julia's Wrath hits with an M7. Not now, you can't. Will is the bomber, but Will got grizzed. So the dust will stay in the bomber area until someone enters the bomber area. All right, so we've got boss to their flag, M7 Red Gel. They're going to evoke it. So we saw Tammy go upgraded fuse. So we'll see how hard Tammy's boss gets hit from an M7. That's going to be basically cut in half. Tammy, your boss is going from 85 down to 57. 85 down to 57. It's a big hit. Big weapon, it's a big player, and it's a big potion. But it is cut in half, luckily. So the Evoke, we got Alex's boss at 40. We got Dimes' boss at 57. Does anybody want Main Street? They both have bennies on them. After Julia, let's go to Will. Will is the bomber, but Will is chilling over toward Main Street. Not by choice, by Grizz. After Will, we got Dow. Dow, we got the Skipper, and after Skipper, we got Busy, and after Busy, we got Crimson. Will going for a little bit of self-preservation. He's going to drop a seal on himself. And a F5 standard ammo red gel from Wrath to Alex Boss. You guys were asking for chicken. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of chicken tonight. F5 standard ammo red gel. Alex Boss sitting at 40%. All right, Alex playing Priest Prevention. And Jim, you might have missed this the other night. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to ask players type their own cooldowns. So unlike blues, if it is a prevention, just have the player type it. All right, after Alex plays prevention, Will playing a seal, and F5 standard ammo, and Alex shuts it down. Moving past Will, let's go to Dow. Dow, your move. Again, got a battle going on in Main Street. Will's boss is still active. Will, you can't play a pet. We've got, and he didn't play a pet. My bad. Dow's going to play Archon, brand new smoke, with Gold Benny to Dimes Boss, and he's going to follow it up with a standard ammo red gel to Dimes Boss. All right. So again, Archon is going to give the pet enrage and also enrage the player. So you got a slightly meaner Gold Benny, and then you got a Sixus with an E3. All right, Will is going to tank page 1 the shot. So pet hits. Dow getting that Gold Benny out. All right. I'm gonna quickly give SLY a warning. I'm sure there'll be other warnings tonight. But guys, get together. You got conflicting moves here. One person tank page 1 the shot, one person gonna Judas it. Julia, hold up. Let me get their moves figured out first. All right. Will is going to tank page 1 the Benny. Crimson is going to Judas the shot. Is that correct? All right. So Dow, your Benny never hits. It's gone. Crimson, give me a new target for the Judas. let me know where you're going to redirect it. And then, Julia, once you see the redirect, if there's something that you guys want to do, then let me know. All right. She's going to redirect Dow's shot to his son's boss. That's just cold. All right. Jim says wait. You know, I think we need a new Max Award for like best lines of the year. Because Crimson comes up with some stuff, right? Just keep it in the family. All right. Ark, what are we doing about the Judas? I'm still waiting. All right, Red Psycho from Dow. All right, that's one of the two Psychos. They've got one remaining. Crimson's going to take 10% from the Red Psycho. She's still in good shape. So basically, the way that whole move worked out, Dow sending a Benny. Benny was shut down by Will, getting a shot. Crimson redirected it to Alex, and instead of it hitting Alex's boss, to Pope's boss, then Dow plays Red Psycho to direct it back to Crimson. So a lot of things out of play there. All right, after Dow, let's go to Skipper. Skipper, it's your move. At the start of Ray's turn, his boat is going to actually hold up a second, Ray. Ark, Ray's boat is going to take down 2 blocks. Do you have a response to that boat, or is it going to hit? All right, it hits. All right, Ocean Man, your turn. So Ray takes down a blue block and a red block, and just like that, the walls are tied. Power of the boats, everybody. Do not underestimate those boats. All right, Ocean Man's going to Silver Spark Gold Penny. Going to send a Max Seal over to Craven Light. And Standard Ammo Red Gel to Pope's Boss. Well, we got some activity going down on Main Street. All right, Alex is going to play Larvy's Lance. Larvy's Lance is going to cut the damage in half from Ray's Gold Benny and his attack. He is at 40. Gold Benny. Now going to hit him for 12%. Going to take him down to 28. Gold Benny's still there. And the red gel from Ocean Man is going to hit no additional juice on it, but still going to hit for half. It's going to take Pope's Boss from 28% down to 19%. Pope Boss at 19%, Dimes Boss at 57%. All right, after the skipper, let's go to Busy B. Busy B, you're up. Remember, those bosses don't cap till round 5. So if you thought round 3 was good, wait till you see round 4. All right, Busy B is going to get in the Benny game. Arc Spark Red Benny to Dimes Boss, and she's going to go Minister Standard Ammo with a Gamma to Pope's Boss, trying to put a little extra life there. No juice on the Gamma, but trying to damage Dimes and trying to heal the Pope. Gammas are H20. All right, it hits. So, Arc Spark Red Benny Dimes. Taking you down to 42%. Pope taking a shot is going to boost him from 19 back to 39. So we got Pope at 39% and Dimes at 42% and a whole lot of hungry bennies waiting to finish the jobs. All right, after Busy, let's go to Crimson Tide Priestess. Crimson, your first move of the night. Wow, the scoring was hot and heavy in the beginning, and then it just shut down. We have not even had one wall get taken down yet. It did. Ray's boss capped, and Will's boss fizzled. So SLY getting their first flag of the night. One flag for SLY, 2 flags for Arc. Dimes and Pope on Main Straight. Jules on the other flag. Walls are even. Oh, I love it. I love me some Blight. Summon Blight and is going to turn Blight into a clone of Radar. And Radar is going to seal Dime's boss. She's also going to drop a seal. And she's going to go E3 from her Sable. Red gel to Pope's boss. The one that's not sealed. All right, Red Psycho from Julia. And that is the final Psycho of the game for both teams. Funny, Monday night, first game ever, no Psychos were used. Tonight, probably the fastest we've ever used all 4 Psychos. So Red Psycho is going to go back, hit Crimson again, and drop her down to 80%. So she plays Radar to seal Dime's boss, going to drop a seal, and it goes E3, and it is shut down. After Crimson Tide, Team Arc getting a 3rd blessing. They certainly have a lock on the temple. Temple lockdown, everybody. All right, let's go to the Pope. Pope, you're in the temple. It's your move. It's your world, Pope. We're just all renting space in it. Final round before halftime. Pope and then Dimes. All right, he's going to slide over just a little bit. Going to drop the healing seal on Julia, which means she gets the benefit. He does not. So he's moving and dropping the seal, which is fine. And he's going to go Orange Crush to Gold Benny. And there is no gold Benny. There are 2 red Bennies. So do you want Craven's Benny or Ray's Benny? Oh, you know what? You're right. Sorry. Ray's is gold. All right, so Ray, your Benny is dead. So give him a little bit of breathing room. Now, Ray, you would get the health that it dealt, which was the Larvae's land. You were nerfed, but you're already 100%, so you're fine. So Alex taking down one of the bennies on his boss. So healing seal to Julia, Orange Crush to the Benny. Let's go to Dimes. Dimes, you're up. Pope at 39, his boss. You're at 42, your boss is sealed. Dimes will give you about 5 more seconds to get your move typed in. All right. Dimes is going to activate Apostle. Now, you guys don't see this used very often, so I will explain it to you. All right, give me 1 second. All right, so what Apostle does is it targets the highest stat in the game, and it adds 25% of that damage onto her attack. All right, so she's going to activate Apostle, F5 standard ammo red gel fuse. It hits and it obliterates Alex's boss. So the upgraded fuse with an F5 with an extra 25%, we got chicken. All right, Dimes. SLY has flipped Main Street. Let's go from Dimes to Valar. Valar's Red Benny is going to hit the seal and break the seal, and her Red Benny goes away. But no damage. So Alex boss is dead. Dimes boss still at 42, but it has a Benny on it, and it has no seal. Valar's Benny's out of play. The only Benny still in play is Busy. All right. So Valar's going to play Red Crude to Dimes boss, and it's going to deal extra damage. So it puts that mark on it. And then she's going to go brand new Archon Smoke and Bounty Bow Neon Red Gel to Dimes' boss. So Dimes, your boss no longer has witness protection. And Villar's coming at you. It hits. So hits for bonus damage, but there's no additional juice on it. We're taking Dime's Boss from 42%. Down to 28%. Still there, still there. All right, after Villar, let's go to Craven Light. You know, the thing about the Cove is bosses just don't waltz in and cap any longer. Craven Light's final move in the first half. All right, Craven is going to send Lynx over to Julia. Now, at the start of Craven's turn, Craven, she has Pet Repel. So Vile Smoke is going to break her seal. He sends Lynx over. Lynx is going to hit her Pet Repel and get rid of her Pet Repel. It's also going to give him a healing kickback. Julia's at 68%, and then he's going to go S6 Standard Ammo Red Gel to Julia from the Law Dog. All right, no damage from the Vial. Vial breaks the seal. No damage from Lynx. Lynx absorbs the Pet Repel. 33% damage from the Law Dog, taking Julia from 68% down to 35%. I think Craven's got somebody in his crosshairs tonight. All right, Craven. She does get to go after you, though. That's the unfortunate part. Julia, you're up. We got Julia. Then we got Will, Dow, Ocean Man, Busy, and then Crimson is halftime. Give Julia about 5 more seconds to get her move in. There we go. She's going Raz to Craven. She's going to drop Essence Smoke to switch with Dow. All right, Raz to Craven. Going to break his seal. Going to try to Essence Smoke the heal with Dow, so she is surrounded by Essence Smoke. And then Arc Spark Standard Ammo to Dimes. Dimes, your boss is under assault. We saw Valar with the Bounty Bow attack with the red gel. We got Jules with the Wrath attack. It does hit. Hits for slightly more, but slightly. So Dimes, your boss goes from 28% down to 11%. Busy Bees Benny's looking awfully hungry. All right, so we got a potential Essence swap. We got an Arc Spark upgraded Wrath. And Dimes' boss is holding on at 11. All right, after Julia, let's go to Will. Will, Dow, Ray, Busy, and Crimson. You guys can get your moves in, be ready to go. We're going to push the pace just a little bit so we can get to the second half. The crude damage was added to the attack, and Arc loses their challenges for the rest of the match. Silver Spark, Gold, Rudy to Julia. Unholy the Essence Smoke and Freedom to the wall. All right, so Will. Here's the problem you have. You have to move to the temple to play the Unholy. So are you going to move to the temple? All right. Will has to move to the base of the stairs. Now, Will, you get rid of Vile Smoke. You get rid of Julia's BSC. And the Essence never happens. Then he's going to play Silver Spark, Gold, Rudy to Julia. Silver Spark, Gold, Rudy. Taking Julia from 35% down to 18%. And the Freedom is going to hit the wall. No juice on the Freedom. 80% will. You got 20% red left. Let's go to Dow. Will with the Unholy. Will with the Gold Rudy, with the Silver Spark. And then the Freedom as well. So we got Jules at 18. Dimes is boss at 11. Dow is going to go Essence Smoke with Julia. Gold Nitro to Will. And F5 to the boss on Main Street with the 6th shot. Gold Nitro is going to break Will's seal. It's going to give it to Dow. Essence Smoke. Dow trying to swap his 100% life for Julia's 18. And 6's Red Gel to Dime's boss. So we got some Main Street drama, some player drama. And we know we got Dow, we got Ray, we got Busy, and we got Crimson. We still got a few players to go here. All right, so it hits. Boss on Main Street is gone. Dow and Julia. Dow is surrounded by Essence Smoke, not Julia. Dow's the one that cast it. So we've got Essence Smoke, Gold Nitro. He's sealed. And then he kills the boss. All right, after Dow, let's go to Ocean Man. Woo, this is getting intense. If you guys are watching, keeping score along, having a good time, give me a quick 999. Oh, boy. Ocean Man going DZ Portal. Dropping the Unholy on Dow. And sending Red Shimmer over to Julia. All right, so we've got the Unholy Smoke doesn't happen. Julia's still at 18. Dow's still at 100. Ray trying for the killing blow, or at least close to the killing blow. Dow shuts down the Shimmer. Julia takes no damage. All right, after Ocean Man, we go to Busy Bee. Busy Bee, your final move of the first half. And then we got Crimson finishing it up. All right, Busy Bee trying to Sneak a boss into Main Street. She's going to move to Julia. And she's going to fire Minister to try to give her a heal. Craven. Busy's boss would cap in round 6. Craven says wait. Crimson is going to prevent the Busy Bee shot. All right. We go to Crimson. Crimson final move of the first half. You're about 5 more seconds to get her moves in before we go to halftime. Team SLY, nothing showing up. All right, she is going to go Vine Smoke. F4, Neon, Sable, Red Gel. Final turn of the first half. Arc says wait. All right. What are you evoking, Dow? All right. Now I got to tell you, this was a brilliant gameplay. When do the vines resolve, everybody? The vines resolve first. They do D10 and break the seal. She's not sealed. They can be prevented. So the D10 hits, takes Julia down to 8%. Dow plays Evoke, and she's at 8%. So he's playing Evoke, taking a chance that her health pool is going to be larger than the F4 Neon. It's not. So the damage that she's going to deal with the F4 is 21%. Dow cuts it in half. It's still 10.5%. Julia is taking lethal damage. Kill. That is the first kill for Crimson Tide. SLY getting the skull. So we have got Blessing, Team Arc. Also, a blessing to SLY because Will had to go to the foot of the stairs, and because Julia's not occupying the temple, Alex gets his. Julia does not lock it down. Will gets his. 1 ring to 4 rings. 2 flags, Team Arc. 1 flag, Team SLY. The vines hit you for 10. You were at 18. Took you down to 8. Her shot hits you. Dow evokes it. So he takes half the damage away. but it was an F4 shot, it still did more than the 16% damage it needed to do. So the Vines combination. All right, let's get to second half. I need second half substitutes in, everybody. Quickly, we're running a little bit behind. Let's get the second half rolling. We got a close one. We've got SLY was not able to flip Main Street, but they did get a killing blow. 2 flags Arc, 1 flag SLY, 1 killing blow. Walls are even. DZ is even. Ocean Man left his DZ, but he didn't. He locked Dows. Yes, you're back in the second half. So give me your full lineups, everybody. Any subs? Full lineups will be fine. All health is reset. And in fairness, Arc just got the game close. If SLY just got the game close. If SLY doesn't get that kill there after losing Main Street, it's going to be an uphill battle. Now it's anybody's game. It's really going to be a good one. SLY played it the way they had to play it. Arc's been playing solid the whole game. All right. Jim coming in at tank. Sheila coming in for Busy. Great job by Busy. Good healing. You know, look, sometimes you do everything you can do, and if somebody wants to kill you, they're going to kill you. It's all a matter of how you manage your cooldowns. Julia's staying in at Rover. So we got Julia, Jim, Dow, Valar, Busy Bee. All right, Dimes is rotating out. Crimson is coming back in. Crimson will be in the tank position. Will heading out after stealing that blessing. Animal coming back in. Animal will be in the dust smoke to start out. Remember, Julia played that earlier. All right. So all right, hold on a second. So, Dimes, you're in the game. If I see what you're trying to do, but you can't do it. Crimson can't come in for you and you come in for somebody else. If you're in the game, you have to be subbed out for a person not in the game. You can't flip-flop 2 people that are already in the game. I see why you're asking me that a while back. That's not the way it works. If you're in the game, you have to stay in the game. Okay. So Crimson stays where she is. She was already in the game. Dime stays where she is. She was trying to flip-flop them so they went out, came back in, but they were already in. They stay in the game. So basically, the only thing, this is why we have delay of games, by the way. So the only thing we needed to say at that point was Joe comes out, Joe comes in for Will. And then we move on to the second half. I just need a little bit of help in expediting these games. Just make it easy for me when you can. All right, so here's the lineup. Jim, Dimes, Villar, Craven, Julia, Joe, or Animal, Dow, Ocean Man, Sheila, and then Crimson. So again, Jim, Dimes, Villar, Craven, Julia, Will, or Julia, Joe, Dow, Ray, Sheila, and Crimson. Let's do it, everybody. Let's get to the second half. We're in round number 5. Jim Stone, start us out. Your first move of the night. Remember, everybody's health is reset 100%. We had some ferocious attacks in the first round. Busy Bee is on Main Street. She'll cap in 6. Julia will cap this round. And nobody's on the other flag. Jim's going to warrior charge to Temple. She's going to drop a seal. Going to play Mystic Kazi to Craven. And Lunacy Wolfram Ammo to Craven. Craven, I think you made a few friends. This is going to turn into a bloodbath. This is angry. This is angry Cove. All right, so the Kazi hits. Going to deal a little bit of AP to Craven. Take him from 377. Down to 355. But the big hit does not. So they shut the first one down. All right, let's go to Dimes. You're up. This is what PvP is about. I mean, this is kind of like Battle Royale. You got to watch yourself. Better check yourself before you wreck yourself, because there's going to be some wrecking going on tonight. All right. Dime's going to do a little wall rebuilding. Bane to their wall. Max seal over to Craven. Thanks, Jim. Super fast on that. Appreciate it. Let's rebuild that red wall. Put that red block back. That gives SLY a wall lead now. And E3 Freedom loaded to the wall. Finishing out the red block and 50% of the next red block with the E3 Freedom. All right, after dimes, let's go to Villar. Walls are close. Arc with the flag lead. SLY with the kill lead. Pretty dang even match so far. Arc with a few extra rings and extra tang. DZs are even. But you know, when you're on the road, this is the way you got to play. You got to play and you got to look for a couple surprise moves to flip the game. Arc playing smart at home. SLY playing very opportunistic. Gold Maverick to Craven. And Lunacy Justice AP. Yeah, Craven poked a whole lot of bears. Arc just said, like, wall? What wall? Craven says, wait. Animal using the eye ring. All right. The eye ring does prevent the Gold Maverick, so the seal stays up. Villar going after Armor Pen with the AP8 arrow. Going to break Craven Light seal. And also is going to Craven Light. You are taking this AP. The AP8 arrow is the equivalent of the Wolfram. It is the equivalent of damaging. So it's still going to break the seal. 100 is going to get through, taking Craven Light down to 255. So he avoids the pet damage, but he takes the AP. After Valar, let's go to Craven Light. I think order is also important. The order of which you go. Craven Light's going to go up and share the temple. Going to sacrifice Red Echo. I'm assuming for base, Craven Light. I mean, that's the only thing you're down on, so you're 100% health. Craven Light, back to full health at 377. So Ark taking a couple shots. Craven, much like Julia, went defensive mode. He said, I'll go to the temple, and I'll just heal it right back up. So a couple early attacks in. Craven Light still at 100. All right, let's go from Craven Light to Julia. On Julia's turn, she does cap a boss. Ark getting their third flag. They're up 3 flags to 1. All right. Julia's going to move to the temple. Seal and Thrill. And she's going to try to Gas Blast Craven Light. Problem is he's sealed. He just played a heal and seal, literally right before you move there. So there is no blasting far, far away. You blast his seal far, far away. And actually, you don't blast his seal. He keeps his seal because they're playing red-blue. Easier. All right, Craven Light still sealed. Gas Blast and first red-blue of the game for Team SLY. Julia taking 10% from the red-blue. All right, let's go to Animal. Animal, your move. I don't think anybody wants to win this game. I think people just want to rack up killing blows. Everybody's like, you know what? We'll take the L tonight. Somebody's dying. Animal wants to win. Look at this. Let's get rid of the boss net, by the way. Animal sneaking that boss in there. Yeah. He's like, hey, don't forget about me. He's also playing Seal. Jim says it hits. S6 Freedom loaded to the wall. Remember, he's got a 25% nerf from the dust smoke. But it's S6. So it's like, nerf, what nerf? How about Animal taking down a red block? One block remaining, and we might see the first wall of the night. All right, after Animal, let's go to Dow. Dow in the DZ. I agree, Busy. This is really what separates the Cove and all the powerful gear that's out there now. It's a different element of PvP. All right, Dow trying to sneak a boss in as well. Look at that. Dow says, you know what? If Animal can send one over, I can too. Dow and Joe would both cap in round 7. Busy would cap in round 6. Do we have a target, Dow? I mean, I think I can figure it out. I don't need a billboard. Yeah. Oh, Craven, of course. Gonna break his seal. And Craven had just full healed, so he's back to 377. $157 getting through, Dow. Going to take Craven from 377 down to 277. All right, after Dow, let's go to Ocean Man. All right. Ray says, let me get in the game. Gonna send some dust smoke over to Valar and Sheila. They are both nerfed because they're both bombers. Red Paul back to Julia. Red Paul going to break her seal. Going to take her down to 85. And he's going to go F4 standard ammo to Beasley's boss. Or I'm sorry, to Busy's boss. Sheila's going to Phantom Cape the Dust Smoke. So Ray taking a shot at Main Street. Now, Busy's boss is sitting at 100% right now. Ray going to try to do a little damage check. Is that all we're waiting on? So, all right, I'm assuming that the shot hits. So Ocean Man, F4 standard ammo. Over to Busy's boss. Going to activate Judas and redirect it to Craven. Dang, Craven. Was there some talk during the week that I might have missed out on? I feel like there's a little more there. It hits. All right. This one's regular damage, so Craven's taking low AP. He is like the master of swapping back and forth, though. So, but you do take friendly fire from Ocean Man. So Busy's ball stays at 100%. Craven. Dropping down to 79%. All right, after Ocean Man, let's go to Sheila. And then Sheila will go to Crimson, and that'll be the end of round number 5. Summon Grizz to Craven. At this point, I don't know what cooldowns or anything is left. It hits. All right. So he is moving out of the temple. Down to the coast. Dropping Craven down to 70% from the Grizz. All right, so Sheila's going to leave the bomber area. She's going to go here. And she's going M7 Magic Mike, and it hits. So we're going to rebuild that red wall. It was at 50%, remember. And we're going to rebuild that one where it has 25% remaining. So Chris knocks Craven out, and an M7 Magic Mike, and then we go to Crimson. Now, currently, Ark has Temple Lockdown. Now that Craven is not in the Temple, Julia will rotate. So they currently have a hold on it. I mean, we got 1-0 SLY. We got 0-1 Ark. And we got the teams battling for first place on Ark's turf. And we are at the end of round number 5. So Crimson Tide, bring us home. And then we'll go to round number 6 and then to round of 4. All right, she's going to move to the Temple. So she's sliding over to the foot of the stairs. And she is going to Grizz to Julia. So Julia going down to the coast to see Craven. A little flyby. And we'll put her right here. And she's going to go F5 standard ammo, red gel, to Busy's boss. So Busy's boss taking a little bit of damage there. F5 standard ammo. %79. All right, move to the Temple, F5, and summon Grizz. And at the end of the round, Crimson Tide prevented the Temple lockdown. So let's give a ring to Team SLY, and we'll give another one to Team Ark, their 5th of the night. Walls are close. interesting flag situation. And we're moving on to round number 6, everybody. Jim, your final move of the night. Silver Spark Gold Rudy, M7 Standard Ammo Red Gel Doom to Craven Light. Now, Jim, he is not in range. So you can get that shot. You have to leave the temple to get it. All right, so we're going to move her out of the temple. And Team SLY, you've got Gold Rudy, and then you got M7 Standard Ammo. All right, so Gold Rudy's going to hit, and they're going to evoke to cut the shot in half. So Gold Rudy is going to take Craven from 70, still at 70 and 277 base, down to 56. Ray's going to use his second charge of evoke. And he's going to cut the M7 Standard Ammo Red Gel Doom in half. Still taking 20%, Craven. It's going to take you down to 36. All right, after Jim, let's go to Dimes. All right. Dimes is going to head up to the temple. And now SLY has temple locked down. Gold Rainu to Main Street Boss. And S6 Fuse Standard Ammo to Main Street Boss. Yes, it is Mythic. Mythic Cosmic Rainu going to Main Street Boss, and she's following up with an S6 Fuse Standard Ammo. It hits, and I got to tell you, it really hits. Taking Busy's Boss from 79%, the Cosmic Rainu. Down to 49%. And the S6 Fuse Red Gel from 49% down to 17%. Dimes! That is a crazy, crazy late game combo. Wow. Just when you thought your boss was safe. All right, let's go from Dimes to Villar. All right, Villar is going to That is correct. You are correct. Craven successful with the challenge. It will take down that red block that's up there as well. That block is at 25%. You do get the red block. Yep. All right, we got PvP key to Craven Light. It hits. Craven Light has taken lethal damage. Dimes. That is a killing blow for Villar. Kel, add Villar to the ledger. And we need a substitute coming in for Craven Light, Dimes. One kill to one kill. Arc with a flag lead. Will to Bill coming in the rover position. Set up very nicely. All right. After Villar's play, let's go to Will. Will, you actually get to come in for this move. Villar with a nice play because Craven Light would have been in healing zone next turn. So if Villar didn't get the job done there, Craven probably could have legged it out a little bit longer. Very well timed. Well played, Villar. And little known fact, maybe Villar can help us out with this trivia. Villar, who was the first player to get a PvP key? It was Villar. All right, Will, S6. Standard ammo, red gel to Main Street Boss. I do think it's chicken time. It hits. And busy. Boss just became chicken. Main Street is empty. Ain't nobody capping Main Street tonight because we're already... Here we go. So Will getting the job done. How about Will's killing... Oh, you don't get credit for a CK. Just the taters, Will. All right. After Will, let's go to Julia. Julia, you're up. I don't even know where Julia is on the map anymore. There you are. Julia down at the Southern Cove. All right, you guys are all making me hungry now. All right, Julia's going to Warrior Charge. You're like, let me come up here and get some of this temple. All right, so Julia running up to the temple. Warrior Charge, going crazy, dropping a max seal. She is ready to absolutely do some damage. She's got a Grizz on one hand. She's got a Gas Blast on the other hand. Both players are sealed, by the way. So, Craven says wait. Animal playing red-blue. So, Crimson loses her seal. She doesn't get launched. Dimes does not lose her seal. And after Julia, let's go to the animal. Do you guys imagine how crazy this would have been tonight if you had stasis? Anybody see, just tonight alone, a good opportunity for that? All right, Animal throwing a max seal over to Crimson. And F5 Nebula to the wall. Yeah, I strongly suggest you guys talk about stasis over the weekend. It's going to be it's going to change some games. All right, red blue from Jim. Stopping Animals Nebula and also breaking a seal. Sorry, Joe, you didn't get that one. He does max seal Crimson, gets an F5 Nebula to the wall, and it is stopped. All right, let's go over to Dow. We got Dow, Ray, Sheila, and Crimson. You know, Animal? See, that's when you know you're a threat. And what I like about it, Joe, is you set up the S6 and then went with the F5. I like the combo there. Put them on their heels with a strong grenade, and then, you can use 5, 4, whatever else you want. Well, with stasis, you're going to see some first turn pet repels. You're going to see some first turn lockdowns. You're going to see people stall and then steal. So you don't necessarily have to play your snipers in turn number 1, turn number 2. And you're probably going to have creative ways to have a secondary and a tertiary wall strategy. Or, I'm sorry, flag strategy. All right, going to send Raz over to Crimson. Breaker seal. He's going to go Trixie, F4 Arc Spark to Crimson, and Joe's boss. So Trixie and the Arc Spark taking Crimson down to 91, taking Joe's boss down to 90. Split damage, but it's a Trixie. And it's an F4, but it's a Trixie. All right, so let's go from Dow to Skipper. Currently, SLY has Temple lockdown. DZ's been even tonight. Oh, Skipper releasing that boat. He's on a boat and he's moving fast and he's got a Nautica theme Pashmina Afghan. All right. I thought there was going to be more boats tonight, which would have made it a little faster. But there wasn't. All right, let's go for Motion Man. Shaman Sheila, your final move of the night. Then we go to Crimson, and then we got a speed round of 4, everyone. We're still making great time. Tonight had a lot more moves, a lot more strategy, but certainly not those 1 o'clock nights like we had before. So, good battle, but a lot of pets were played tonight. And we ain't done. Don't go anywhere. This game is a lot closer than you think. We got Sheila, and then we got Crimson. All right, Sheila's going to throw a Will Sickle to Crimson and a Blue Spark standard ammo to Joe's Bird. Red blue from Craven. Final blue of the night for SLY. That is going to hit Shaman Sheila. It's going to take her down to 90%. Joe's Bird taking a little bit of damage from Sheila. Going to take his bird from 90%. All right, it's from Will. Inventory team, if you guys can log that. So, no additional juice other than the Blue Spark. Going to take Joe's Bird from 90% down to 79%. All right, let's go to Crimson. Crimson, your final move of the night. You do still have the Temple lockdown. You and Dimes kind of been able to maintain it. Flipping those rings, flipping those blessings. And Animal just said, that's Animal, Sheila, not Joe. Let's get it right. Ah, the shaman. A little bit of, I like it, a little bit of banter. Touche indeed. All right, she is going to go Max Seal. And links to Animal's boss. Taking Joe's boss back to 84% with the links. All right. And at the end of the round, Team SLY stealing that blessing. That's number 3. No blessings for Team Arc. All right. We're going to get starters back in. Everybody focus. Great job. Let's get one more good round. Looks like I've got the one, the only Skylight coming in the tank position, waiting patiently. We've got Gemstone heading out. We know Gemstone was doing a little traveling. Great job popping in Gemstone. Shaman Sheila heading over with a little popcorn to watch the ending of the game. Crimson Tide heading over. Dimes heading over. Tiny coming back in. Craven Light back in. Animal heading over to the sideline. Will stays in, so he doesn't have to go into dust smoke. All right, teams, finish strong. You know what you got left. Each player gets one additional turn. This is what it's all about. Skylight, you're up. We got Skylight, Tiny, Valar, Craven, Julia, Will, Dow, and the skipper. Bring what you got, everybody. Remember, and by the way, Sheila, I'm going to add the damage back to Joe's boss. Only because you played a grenade and a shot in the same round. SLY didn't challenge it. I called it. So Sheila, you get the grenade, but you don't get the shot on the bird. All right, so let's go. I think Skylight might have hit the sack, so it looks like Julia probably taken over. Understandable, it is a little late. So Julia is going to move Skylight to the temple. We got this mom-daughter thing working again. Move to temple, Seal and Thrill, and M7 Magic Mike. M7 Magic Mike rebuilds the wall that's already there. That wall was at 25%. No additional walls. You get that one back. I think this is the first time. I know this is the first time we've ever been this far in a game and neither team has killed a wall. Now, I know we don't have Bomber Bones in the game either, but yeah, no walls yet. Crazy, right? It's been a crazy week. All right, let's go from Skylight to Tiny. Tiny, you're up. All right. Tiny moving on deck. Like somebody gets knocked out of here, I'm right there waiting. By the way, I love the temple lockdown. And I'm so glad we made the change to moving people to the stairs. It is, to me, it's perfect. It is exactly the way I wanted the temple to play out. So, Tiny moving to the temple. Red Mav to Julia and S6 Capri to the wall cannot be stopped. Red Mav's going to break Julia's seal. Also going to deal a little bit of damage to her. She was sitting at 85. Take her down to 74. S6 Capri. S6 plus a Capri, unstoppable. because of the S6, and because of the BSC, and because of the grenade wax, you do get a red block. All right, let's go from Tiny to Villar. Villar switched from trying to stake her claim to Bomber of the Year, to Sniper of the Year, to Doomsday Devicer of the Year. Villar, pretty well-rounded game tonight. She hit a wall, she attacked with a bounty bow, and then she went Doomsday. Summon Red Fido with a Thrill Smoke and an S6 Freedom Grenade. Now that's some stuff right there. Give me a target for Red Fido, though, Villar. Go ahead and pick your target. I'm going to go ahead and deal the damage. And survey says double red. I mean, that's an S6, a Thrill Smoke, and an E3, and a BSC. Double red for Villar. All right, let's go from Villar to Cosmic Craven Light. Craven Light, who is going to be the first person to get a wall? You know what? Crimson's not in the game, by the way. Sorry. Sorry, Crimson. She went by Felicia. So you can't target her, Villar. Ah, Petro to Julia. Will is in the game, by the way. Is that your challenge, Craven? Ah, Craven just lost his challenge in the final round. No additional challenges. Oh, okay. Summon Petro to Julia. Julia, you have been knocked out of the temple. Tiny rotates in. No temple lockdown for you. All right. All right, so we've got Prevention being played and Prevent the Petro. So Julia's not going to be knocked out. Thrill Smoke and S6 Capri to the wall. All right, let's give it to him. Red block. We did it, everybody. We got a wall down. One wall for SLY. No walls for Arc yet. All right, after Craven Light gets the Thrill Smoke, the S6, we rebuild the wall Let's go to Julia. Julia, your final move of the night. We got Julia, Will, Dow, and Ray. And then we will crown a winner for tonight. And teams will go back to the drawing board, figure out what they could do better. Both teams, maybe. Figure out what they're going to do differently next week. And then start preparing for their next opponents. We know Monday night, we got Mir coming to town in this very same ARC house. And then on Wednesday night, SLY stays on the road with a very, very scrappy Vox team at home. SLY getting a rough start of the season with back-to-back road games. But keep in mind, if you start out on the road, you probably end the season at home. So it'll all balance itself out at the end of the season. Jules is probably like, well, made it a little hard to Magic Mike now. Jules, you got 5 seconds. Get your turn in. The whole world's watching. After Jules, we go to Will. Will, we go to Dow. Dow, we go to Ray. Much quicker night. My target was 11:30. We're a little off the target. But it's more important that we get it right. All right, Curtis Blue Spark and Gas Blast to Tiny. All right, she does not want Tiny on those stairs. Gas Blast, let's send Tiny down to the coast. He needs to work on his tan. Put him right here on this little sandy beach right there. Curtis going to deal a little bit of damage to that red wall down there. It is a fresh red, so it's still at 85%. All right, after Julia, we go to Will. Will, your final turn of the night. Will, on your turn, Joe's boss is going to cap. Animal. Getting SLY within 1 flag. Look what we have here, everybody. We got SLY with the wall lead. We got SLY now 1 flag behind, and we also have kills even. Will's going to move over to the temple. Going to send Red Grizz to Julia. And a Nanner Bomb loaded. All right. Dow going gold blue. Jim, if you can remove yours. Second blue of the game. They got 1 remaining. Will, been shut down. Hey, Julia, why don't you go join your buddy Tiny down on the beach? Julia gets red grizzed. She is down to 61%. A lot of damage tonight. Will taking that gold blue damage, knocking Will down to 80%. But he is in the temple, so he is sharing the temple right now. All right, after Will, let's go to Dow, and after Dow, let's go to Ray. Dow, on your turn, you do cap Sheila's boss. Sheila getting the 4th flag of the night for Team ARC. Ark, pretty strong flag game tonight. Dow's final move, and then the skipper's final move. Cool thing about the boats is, in my mind, the boats and the blessings really work well together. Boats, blessings, rod, sixes, all of those things, you can sort of manipulate the wall to get it where you want it. Silver Spark, Red Curtis to the wall, and a seal smoke. You're already sealed, but now you're double sealed. And that Silver Spark, Red Curtis, going to take that wall from 85% down to 40%. Doesn't get rid of it. And Ocean Man, your final move of the night, and your boat does hit, and you do get 2 blocks from it. Black and green, as I said, would have been nice to have a little more from the top taken down there. Would have set you up better with the blessings, but Ark did have a couple blues left over, and in fact, they still got 1 left. So Ocean Man's going to bring us home. Final move of the night, everybody. I agree, Craven. I think when people get used to PvP like this, they'll really enjoy it. I think in the beginning it's a little tight. I think people are a little bit on edge. But when they play loose and just let it go where it goes, these are some fun matches for sure. All right, Ocean Man going to give up the DZ points, and that's a smart play, actually. So he's going to give up the 25 to Ark, but he's going to go S6 with the gold Curtis. Green block, blue block, blue block. Second wall, a little weaker than the first one. Ocean Man positioned himself very nicely. At the end of the round, Will stealing that blessing. That's the 4th blessing. Ark getting their 6th out of 7. Remember, they were locked down for 1 turn. So, great job tonight, everybody. Hey, tell everybody they did a great job. I love the activity. I love the fun. You guys were chasing each other down the whole match. Let me get you guys a final score. So I think it's going to be pretty close, but we'll get the final. So hold tight just a second, and we'll crown a winner tonight. Before I do that, let me go ahead and count the blessings down so you guys can get an indication from it. So SLY had 4 blessings. So let's go ahead and give them 1, 2, 3, and 4. They almost got 2 complete walls after all. Team Arc, 6 blessings as we said. So they're going to take down those first 2 red blocks. And then once we rebuild it, we're going to give them 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that is going to give Arc on the scoreboard 1 additional red block. All right, and I'll get you guys the total now. All right, as I said, and I know sometimes you watch these games, you don't know how they're going to play out. I need to remind you guys, you always, always, always play to the end. Listen to this scoring. Flags. 2 flags for Team SLY. 350 points. 4 flags for Team Arc. 850. So that's a 500-point lead. But then you get to wall damage. SLY able to sneak down those red blocks. So SLY almost took down 2 complete walls, which is 550. Arc is in the same wall, but they didn't get down to the red. So even though it looked like half that wall, it's only 50 points. So Arc able to get 350. So they lose 200-point advantage right there. The killing blow, 1 killing blow to 1 killing blow, 200 and 200. And the DZ, SLY 150, Arc 175. Final score, even on the road, SLY 1,250, Arc 1,575. Arc gets the win, but certainly I think a lot closer than you might have thought going into the final round, because it basically came down to 1 flag. 1 additional flag, couple cooldowns. Remember, even though it feels like you might be out of it a little bit, the way these rings play out, every aspect of the game, super, super important. So great job to Ark. Really good home strategy. Nice job to SLY mixing it up, as I said. Jim wasn't here for the whole game, but Amy wasn't here as well. Neither team at full strength, but it's always tough to play on the road. And like Craven said, SLY did what we came to do, which is have fun. So early in the season, you experiment. Now, where does that leave the standings? It leaves the standings currently. Team Ark in first place, undefeated. They are 1-0-1. SLY 1-1, and Mir 1-1, and Vox 0-1-1. Both have big games next season or next week. Mir going into undefeated Ark, SLY going into Vox. Vox trying to get that first official win of the season. So great job. Hey, we're out of here before 12:30 again tonight. 12:20. Good time with all the activity. These games are going to get faster. Thanks for everything that you guys do. Have a good night, everybody, and I will see you all Friday night. If you have upgrades, trades, anything, get them into me tomorrow. And again, thank you guys so much. Be here on Friday night. Friday night is going to be an absolute blast. So if you can make it, we want everybody to be a part of it because you are going into a brand new zone. And if you don't remember what it's all about, one more time, one more creepy time to remind you. Have a good night, everybody.
I wish you could hear me, see this ain't right. I fight every emotion, every feeling inside. All we do is push and pull, there's no wind inside. Baby, baby, it's time, I turned out the light. We can start over.